Hi everyone, Mike McConville here again, Stratford, Ontario, Canada for StringTechWorkstations. We're back at this reverse headstock Firebird for Paul. The shaping has been done. We're just getting ready to adjust this two-way truss rod. So it's in the sort of neutral zone right now. There's no tension on it at all, and the neck is going in a bit of a back bow. So we're going to exert some negative pressure to get rid of this back bow. Also, this dreadnought neck, I've just finished the sterling silver trim on that and put a wash of this glue boost. First time I've used this glue boost. Put a wash of that over the curly maple logo on the face of the headstock. But there's something else I wanted to kind of point out for some of the first-time builders. So here's the side profile of the neck for this dreadnought guitar. I do use a traditional dovetail joint. What I wanted to point out was, if you look under here, you'll see that I actually leave a relief space there. This allows for that fingerboard extension to flex just that little bit. You'll see when I glue this on. For anyone who's done a lot of dovetail joints, you know that it's a pretty tricky procedure, sort of getting the fingerboard extension to be 100% contact, the cheeks on either side of the dovetail to mate with the side of the guitar, and then of course the male portion of the dovetail to be locked in with the female. So having that little bit of relief on the top of the dovetail allows for that little tiny bit of flex that you often need. I'm going to bring you in because I want to show you what's going on with this, the neck of this guitar before I adjust it. Okay, we've got full string tension and there's some clicking. Absolutely no tension at all on that two-way truss rod. It's in the neutral zone right now. We need to remove this anyway because we're putting a compensated nut. And Paul has requested a dark nut, so I have some leftover water buffalo tusk, which is essentially black ivory that I've had for years. A friend of mine picked up a big chunk of it at a garage sale. Yeah, there's also a bit of ticking up the top end. We're going to take care of that as well. With this type of machine head, you only have so much travel, so you need to pull that string through until it's almost taut here. So these knobs on the back, as you tighten these, the string is pulled down into the headstock. As I turn the knurled knob, it pulls the string down into the headstock, and that's how you raise the pitch. You can't leave the string real loose here because you only have so much travel where that pulls the string into the headstock. There's only so much distance you can travel for the pitch, so you gotta make sure that you have just the right amount of string. Okay, that's our low E. And because the headstock pitch is very shallow, they needed to bring those strings as close to the face of the headstock as possible to increase the tension at the nut slot. As I loosen that off, you can see that the post raises, so we want to get access to that hole. So you just push the string like so, and like I said, you want to pull it. It doesn't have to be super tight, but you want it to be snug enough so that you've got enough room in that vertical movement to actually tune the string. So don't reef it too hard. These are 11 to 49 strings. We're setting this up for at concert pitch. It's a bit of a sobriety test if you've never seen this type of machine head before. I thought I'd do a video and bring you up to speed on this. And I don't use super glue for this, just regular wood glue. So the nice thing about this water buffalo tusk is it's self-lubricating. It has sort of a waxy quality to it. so that I'm just putting some carnauba wax on here before I kind of glue it into place. So be careful not to get any wax on the gluing surface. And if at any time in the future it needs to be removed, it can be removed. That's the idea. Think of the next guy that's working on the guitar. And that is the finished product. So there's the cross-sectional profile. Well, it polishes up beautifully. That plastic nut was actually grabbing and sticking. Not this. With the carnauba wax on there and then the already inherent oily properties of the black tusk, the string just slips through there beautifully. So once Paul comes on Tuesday and kind of approves a final contouring, then we'll disassemble for the last time, ship it out to Darcy for that Pelham blue finish, and reassemble for the last time. Perfect intonation, flawless action. So I've done the lion's share of the work already, the compensated nut, fret, dress, and intonation, lay of the neck. She's ready to go, so Paul can check it out on Tuesday when he comes. Cheers. Over and out.